Harvard graduates, the supposed smartest minds in the world, can't find jobs. 25% of Harvard's 2025 graduating class is unemployed. Stanford, Wharton, MIT, same story. These are people who aced every test, networked perfectly, paid $400,000 for elite degrees, and they're jobless. Not because they're not smart enough, but because the rules changed overnight. Welcome to VibeVerse. Today, we're exposing why even Harvard graduates are facing unemployment, what killed the college degree guarantee, and what this means for everyone's future. Let's dive in. The Harvard unemployment crisis. These statistics are shocking. 23% of Harvard Business School's 2024 MBA graduates were unemployed 3 months after graduation. That's up from 20% in 2023 and just 10% in 2022. 1 in 4 Harvard MBAs people who paid $150,000 for 2 years and sacrificed careers to attend can't find work. Stanford Graduate School of Business? Same crisis. Wharton? Worst placement rates in a decade. Northwestern's Kellogg? 13% unemployed, triple previous years. NYU Stern? Record lows. Over a dozen top MBA programs saw their worst job placement figures in history last year. Some Harvard graduates applied to over 1,000 jobs. 1,000 applications from Harvard, and still no offers. Kristen Fitzpatrick, Harvard's head of career development, admitted, "Going to Harvard is not going to be a differentiator. You have to have the skills." Translation: your degree is worthless. The prestige that once guaranteed $200,000 jobs at Goldman Sachs or McKinsey, gone. The Harvard brand that opened every door, meaningless. Something fundamental broke in the job market, and elite graduates are the canaries in the coal mine. What killed the degree guarantee? 3 forces destroyed the college-to-career pipeline. First, automation and AI. Companies that hired 100 MBA analysts now use AI tools that do the same work in seconds. McKinsey hired 71 MBAs from Chicago Booth in 2023. In 2024, just 33. That's a 54% cut. Why? ChatGPT, Claude, and custom AI agents now perform market research, competitive analysis, slide creation, and report writing tasks that junior consultants spent 60 hours weekly on. PwC announced they're hiring 1/3 fewer people over the next few years because AI handles what MBAs used to do. Deloitte invested hundreds of millions in AI tools to automate MBA-level work. Investment banks slashed analyst hiring by 20% because AI models now build financial projections faster than humans. The jobs Harvard grads trained for literally don't exist anymore. Second, the tech recession. Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Meta, traditional mega recruiters of elite MBAs, froze hiring or cut positions. Tech laid off 400,000 workers from 2023 to 2025. When giants aren't hiring, there's nowhere for graduates to go. Startups can't compete on salary with big tech, so they lost their appeal. Private equity firms reduced hiring as high interest rates killed deal flow. Consulting firms merged, restructured, and automated, all reducing headcount. The industries that absorbed Ivy League graduates disappeared overnight. Third, skill mismatch. Harvard teaches case studies and frameworks from the 1990s. The real world needs Python, data analysis, prompt engineering, and AI tool mastery. Employers want specialists who can code, analyze data sets, and leverage AI, not generalists who think strategically but lack technical execution. As Fitzpatrick said, you have to have the skills. But Harvard doesn't teach those skills. They teach leadership, networking, and case analysis, none of which matter when AI does the execution. And companies need doers, not thinkers. The brutal realities. Here's what Harvard won't tell prospective students. You'll graduate $150,000 in debt for an MBA. 25% chance you're unemployed. If you do get hired, median starting salary is $175,000. Sounds great until you realize $150,000 debt means $1,700 monthly payments for 10 years. That's $20,400 annually after taxes. Your take-home on $175,000 salary in New York or San Francisco, about $110,000 after taxes. Subtract $20,000 loan payments. You're left with $90K less than many software engineers make without graduate degrees and zero debt. And that's if you get hired. If you're in the 25% unemployed, you're paying loans with no income. Many Harvard grads are taking jobs they don't want at salaries below expectations just to avoid unemployment. The prestige trap. They can't accept lower positions without admitting their Harvard degree failed. So they hold out for McKinsey or Goldman and stay unemployed longer. Meanwhile, self-taught coders, AI specialists, and trade workers are thriving. Electricians make $85,000 with zero debt. Plumbers earn six figures. Self-taught developers land $120,000 remote jobs. Harvard grads with $150,000 debt are competing for the same roles and losing. Why? Because employers want demonstrable skills, not pedigree. A portfolio of AI projects beats a Harvard diploma. GitHub contributions outweigh case competitions. Real-world results trump theoretical frameworks. Who still Harinjif elite consulting, finance, and tech aren't hiring Harvard MBAs? Who is? No one, really. That's the crisis. The industries that justified expensive MBAs investment bank, management consulting, big tech strategy roles have all contracted. What remains? Healthcare administration, which pays 90, not worth MBA debt. Operations roles at mid-tier companies, paying 110,000 again. Not justifying the investment. Entrepreneurship, which 14% of Harvard's class chose because they couldn't find jobs. Many are starting businesses by necessity, not passion. The brutal truth. Harvard MBAs are overqualified for available positions and underskilled for roles that exist. AI companies want machine learning engineers, not MBAs who studied organizational behavior. Startups need full-stack developers, not strategy consultants. Manufacturing needs automation specialists, not case study experts. The gap between what Harvard produces and what the market needs has never been wider, and universities won't adapt fast enough. Harvard's solution? An AI tool that compares resumes to job descriptions and recommends online courses to fill skill gaps. Think about that. You pay $150,000 for Harvard, then Harvard tells you to take online courses to actually get hired. It's admission that the degree failed. The bigger picture Harvard unemployment isn't isolated, it's a warning. If the smartest students from the most prestigious university can't find work, what chance does everyone else have? The social contract is broken. Study hard, get into top schools, land great jobs, achieve success. Every step worked until the last one. Students did everything right and still lost. This creates a generation questioning everything. Why take on debt for degrees that don't deliver? Why spend 4 years in college when AI makes that knowledge obsolete? Why follow traditional paths when they lead nowhere? The implications are massive. Universities will collapse as enrollment drops. Already happening. Applications to MBA programs fell 15% in 2024. Student loan crisis will explode as graduates can't repay debt. Defaults are rising. Social mobility will freeze. If Harvard grads can't succeed, how can community college students compete? Wealth inequality will accelerate. Only people who can afford to take unpaid internships, learn skills outside school, or start businesses without loans will thrive. Everyone else is trapped. We're watching the death of credentialism in real time. For a century, degrees signaled competence. Now, they signal debt. Skills matter. Results matter. Pedigree doesn't. Conclusion: Harvard graduates can't get jobs because degrees don't guarantee skills anymore. AI automated their planned careers, and the industries that hired them disappeared. The system that promised elite education equals elite outcomes is dead. What works now? Learn AI tools. Build real projects. Create portfolios proving competence. Skip expensive degrees or treat them as social networks, not job tickets. The future doesn't care where you went to school. It cares what you can do. Harvard's 25% unemployment rate proves it. Are you betting on pedigree or skills? Comment below. Like if this changed your perspective. Subscribe to VibeVerse for uncomfortable truths about education, careers, and the future. The old rules are dead. Adapt or get left behind.